What is up? What is up? What is up? This is George Cortright, and I'm back, and I'm back, and I'm back again. Motherfuckers, what? Yes. You missed that, didn't you? You missed it. So, yeah, I've been on a hiatus because I was in my motherfucking feelings. The people who saw the last show, saw that there was some technical difficulties, and I put a decent amount of time, put a decent amount of money into trying to get this right, and it hurts when I don't get it right. So just took some time off. I ain't changed shit. Got my backup voice right here just in case the sound is not perfect on this, so I can layer it and whatnot. But I didn't change a goddamn thing, but I'm still in my feelings. Hopefully, this does better than what it has been the last few times. But then again, lately, I really haven't been doing too much. I start the show off by saying what the fuck I've been doing lately. I haven't been doing that much of shit because I will be going on a nice vacation soon. So pretty much been saving up time, money, effort to go on this nice vacation. So as you can see, I'm by my lonesome today because once again, I was in my motherfucking feelings about the production of the show. I would like to get it on each week, but for some reason, the sound and the picture has not been coming out as well as I wanted them to. I even bought a new computer to alleviate some of the problems. The shit still didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So hopefully what I'm bringing to you today is going to be quality. And you're going to be like, damn, George, you on your shit again. That's what I want to hear from you. Damn, George, you on your shit again. So anytime you see me say, damn, you know what you ain't need a third time. You ain't needed a third time. But anyways, what have I been doing since this hiatus? Like I said, not shit. I did go on one trip. It was a business trip. I went to the LA area on a business trip, saw some clients and whatnot. Then went down to the San Diego area, saw some more clients, and went for a golf session on Torrey Pines. For those of you who do not know about golf, for those of you who do not know about LA area, this is one of the finer courses in the country, and it is played on the PGA Tour. So I'm not that good at golf, but one thing I wanted to do is play some of these nicer, more famous courses on the PGA Tour and in the country. Possibly when I start getting good, if I start getting good, sometime later on in life, I'll play some courses outside of the country that are pretty cool. I have yet to play golf outside of the country as of yet. Maybe one day. What else has happened? Not much. Had a good derby. Saw the Triple Crown. Different horse won each leg of the Triple Crown. That was a little bit different. Some controversy in the Kentucky Derby and shit, as you guys have known. But you know what? I decided I wasn't gonna go and catch all the way back up. This is a new day, new time, motherfucker. So let's get on to the getting on. So said pretty much like I said, hasn't been that exciting. Just been sitting around waiting for the time to come. The next show, because it's not gonna be this coming week, the next show, I'll have some shit for you. I'll have some nice shit for you. So let's get right into it. This is gonna be a pretty short show. One, because I don't have somebody either side of me or my production person. I gave her the day off, gave her the day off. Said, going with that. I got this one. Probably could use her because I got some pictures I need to show y'all. As a matter of fact, I need to queue them up so I ain't all over the place. But anyways, let's get on to the news. But Is it really news or is it just shit that I fucking like? Most likely it's just shit that I fucking like. Yes, it is shit that I fucking like. It is the NBA Finals. We are going into Game 6 tonight. Today is Thursday, and we are going into Game 6. And the Raptors are one game away from the championship. It's fucking crazy. It's been fucking crazy. KD had been out since, what was it, he had been out since Game 5. No, he has been out since May 8th against the Houston Rockets. KD hadn't played since May 8th against the Houston Rockets, and each week was like, oh, is KD coming back? Is KD coming back? Oh, no, he has a calf strain and all this stuff. Is he coming back? Well, he came back all right in Game 5. Like I said, well, even at the last game, at Game 4 was going to be was at Golden State, and everybody think, oh shit, all right, Toronto won the first game, Golden State won the second. Go back to Golden State. Golden State should be able to take them, you know? They won second game on the road. Go back home, they should be able to take them. Nope. Third game, nope. Fourth game, nope. So shit. Go back to Game 5 in Toronto. Shit, Toronto can fucking win the championship. Did they? No, they fucking choked. Because KD came back. Oh yeah, KD came all the way back. Sure the fuck did. KD came back, and unfortunately, what he did was not something good. KD came back and he ended up tearing his Achilles tendon. That is a piece of shit. KD came back, tore his fucking Achilles tendon, Game 5, and he had surgery on June 12th. Yeah, this motherfucker was all up in the hospital. Look at him. Don't he look all sad and shit? Motherfucker shouldn't have played. They were trying to hide the fact that it was possibly his Achilles tendon. You know, they kept saying, oh, calf strain, but a lot of people knew that what he had done looked like an Achilles tendon situation. So he underwent surgery on Wednesday, the 12th, and this happened in the second quarter of Game 5. Like I said, he hadn't played since May 8th in Houston. And due to this Achilles, he's probably going to miss all of 19-20 season. All of next year, he's going to be out because of this bullshit. He could have rested up and probably came back during the beginning of next year, because he holds an option for $31.5 million. He has a $31.5 million player option for the 1920 Golden State Warriors season. So he could say, yes, I'll come back to Golden State Warriors, get that $31.5 million, or he can go out and seek free agency. He has to decide later on this month if that's what he's gonna do. This is gonna be fucking crazy for just how the NBA is gonna shape up, because a lot of people wanted KD, and they still want KD because he is a talent. For those of you who don't know who the fuck KD is, that's Kevin Durant. This guy right here. Sad but true, motherfucker. This motherfucker in the bed is Kevin Durant, and he is a great player, but he tore his motherfucking Achilles. Some other shit that happened in this series, like I said, Toronto is up 3-2 right now. Toronto won Game 1. Golden State won Game 2. Toronto won Game 3 and 4. And Golden State, even though Kevin Durant went down in the second quarter, they were able to hold out a win in Game 5. Tonight is going to be back in Golden State. But if Toronto wins, they win the motherfucking championship. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. I want to see somebody new win the championship. Get all this Golden State Warriors dynasty out of the way. I'm cool with seeing somebody new. I'm all right with Toronto winning. We'll see what happens. But like I said, there was some crazy shit that happened in the series. In game, what was it? Game 3. Game 3 of the finals. Kyle Lowry from the Toronto Raptors dove for a ball and went into the crowd. Went into the crowd like front row type shit. He ended up landing on some people in the front row. And out of nowhere, well, not even a person that he fell onto decides they want to shove him. You see this dude right here? He decided to shove Kyle Lowry when he went into the stands. It turns out that this motherfucker right here ended up being Mark Stevens. Who the fuck is Mark Stevens, George? Who the fuck is Mark Stevens indeed? Mark Stevens is co-owner of the Golden State Warriors. He was a couple seats away when Kyle Lowry went into the stands, and he decided, you know what? I don't like what the fuck you're doing in the stands. I'm going to fucking push you. Like I said, Mark Stevens is a 59-year-old billionaire that has a partial share of the Golden State Warriors. Well, due to his little bullshit, yes, that was bullshit that you pushed. But to be honest with you, I saw the video. I watched the replays and all that stuff. He didn't push him that hard. He really didn't push him that hard. But motherfucker is still a push. It's still a push and no needed. A motherfucker like that could, if you would have pushed the wrong motherfucker, somebody would have retaliated, not knowing who you are, and just would have, gave you a 1-2. The 1-2, you know what I'm saying? The 2-piece, no biscuit. You would have got. But Kyle Lowry wasn't like that. He let it go. Well, for his wrongdoings, Mark Stevens is banned for a year from all NBA games for a year, and any other Warriors activities. Like I said, he was partial owner of the Golden State Warriors, small stake. He's a billionaire, threw some money in, got a small share of the Golden State Warriors, and he was also fined $500,000. Yes, fined $500,000. So this motherfucker right here, although yes, he can afford it. Like I said, he's a billionaire. He has to pay $500,000 for his bullshit that he did during the NBA motherfucking finals. That's unfortunate that people just can't control themselves while they're at a sporting event, and just keep your fucking hands off the damn players. This ain't about you, man. This ain't about you. I know your team. I know you got money in your team, but this ain't about you, dude. You could have got. This ain't about you, dude. But anyways, let's stick into the sports and whatnot. You know what? I'm gonna go right to it. Let's go right to it. My motherfucking alma mater, Augustana College, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, let me say. Augustana College, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, just recently won the Division II championship in women's softball. Clap. There we go. Yeah. So congratulations to Augustana. Congratulations to them girls playing that softball. Congratulations, Augustana women, for winning the softball championship. 2019 champions. And this is pretty fucking impressive because Augie's been on a fucking roll for championships lately. Last year it was the men's baseball team. And in 2016, the men's basketball won the Division II championship. So that's 3 championships in sports for Augustana University. It's university now. My alma mater. Congratulations to y'all. Great time. The ladies beat Texas A&M Kingsville 2 out of 3 games to win that championship. So, once again, I forgot that I had the picture. There you go. Congratulations, ladies. Congratulations. All right. Once again, I will stick with sports for right now and talk about Zab Judah. That's an oldie but goodie name. Oldie but goodie name when it comes to boxing. Zab Judah. He was former champion, like I want to say 2 different weight classes, 6 different times he was a champion. Zab Judah. But recently, which is last weekend, he had a fight on Friday. He was fighting Cletus Selden. Cletus Selden. Zab Judah was fighting Cletus Selden on Friday. And what happened? Well, former boxing champion Zab Judah was hospitalized Sunday following his 11th round knockout loss on Friday to Cletus Selden. Zab is 41 years old. He's 41 years old, man. 41 years old. He's still trying to box at 41 years old. That's like me doing anything in the next 2 years because, yeah, I'll be 41 years old. I'm too old to do shit like that. He should have known that he was too old to do it, but he decided to do it anyway. The fucked up part is he knew he's beyond on his age. He shouldn't be doing it, and that's why he only fought. This is his 3rd fight since 2013. That's like 6 years, yo. And you've only had 3 fights? Well, they say that he went to the hospital because he had bleeding on his brain. He was eventually released on Monday, but, dude, you're 41 years old. You was a champion. You don't need to do this, man. I don't know what happened to all your money. Are you doing it for the money? Are you doing it for the pride? Hang the gloves up, man. You're done, man. You're done. Ain't no reason. Ain't no reason for that shit. Ain't no reason. Man, don't choose to put yourself in harm's way. The world is bad enough. That's why I call the show A Mad Week, because the world is bad fucking enough without you needing to go out there and get your head beat in at 41 and having blood on the brain and shit. It's not good. You had a choice to get in the ring. You didn't need to. Other people don't have choices to avoid injury, just like, that's my segment, just like Big Papi, David Ortiz from the Red Sox, the former Red Sox player, David Ortiz, a.k.a. Big Papi. It's just unfortunate what happened with him. He was shot Sunday night at a club in the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is just horrible right now. I got another story about that shit after this. David Ortiz was shot Sunday night at a club in the Dominican Republic. He was flown to Boston about 24 hours after, where he went for multiple surgeries. It wasn't just one surgery that was needed. It took multiple surgeries for him to just get stable and whatnot. It's fucking silly. It's fucking silly. He was shot in the back and went through. He was shot in the back, and the bullet went through his stomach. This happened at the Dial Bar Club in Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic. So he was kicking it at a club with somebody else. The bullet went through his back, came out of his stomach. It hit one of the people that he was with. And the people who shot him, there was a getaway driver on a motorcycle, and the shooter left the club, was trying to get away. The motorcycle actually fell, and like bystanders and whatnot caught the fucking alleged shooters and shit and just started beating the motherfuckers. almost to death. But they started beating the shit out of the dude and just held him until the cops came. So, like I said, less than 24 hours went by, and the Red Sox actually sent a plane to go get him from the Dominican Republic to bring him back to Boston where he could get better medical treatment. That's cool shit. That's how good of a player you are. That's how beloved by a city, organization that they didn't have to do that shit. He's not playing for them. He's not currently playing for them. He's just a former player for them. And they sent an airplane down to the Dominican Republic to pick him up and get him proper medical treatment. He had his gallbladder and part of his intestines removed because of this shit. Hopefully he's going to be able to recover well. I want to say 100%, but if you're missing a gallbladder, if you're missing part of your intestines, you ain't never going to be 100% because you ain't got 100% of your shit. Figuratively and literally. Let's see what else. Well, the shooter was allegedly offered $8,000 to kill Ortiz. They're still investigating and still trying to figure out who else was involved. 6 people total have been arrested for the shooting because there was a shooter, there was the dude on the motorcycle, and they have like video footage of those 2 talking to some other people that possibly were related to this murder. Well, attempted murder, I mean. So they're trying to figure out who was involved and why. All right, yeah, one person gave another person $8,000, but why? Why were you trying to take them out? So that's being investigated. But anyways, David Ortiz, a.k.a. Big Papi, is age 43. He was in the Major League for 20 years. 14 years of that was with the Red Sox. So hopefully speedy recovery for you, Big Papi. That's bullshit. You know, that's why I do this fucking show, to see all the bullshit that happens in this fucking world. Why is it needed? We need more fucking love. We need more love. Fuck people shooting all this stuff. Speaking of some stupid shit, like I said, we need more love. So if we need more love in the world, why is Justin Bieber going on fucking Twitter and shit challenging Tom Cruise to an MMA fight? Why the fuck is that happening? Why is that happening? For no goddamn reason. Justin Bieber, age 25, challenged Tom Cruise, age 56, to an MMA fight. He put on his Twitter, "I want to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared, and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put on the fight?" At Dana White? Dana White is the owner of the MMA shit. What the fuck is that shit called? I can't remember what the fucking name is. The UFC. He's the owner of the UFC. So he even like tagged the owner of the UFC in his stupid ass Twitter post. Well, later on, Justin Bieber was like, it was just a joke. I saw Tom Cruise on an interview, and I was like, hey, let me just put this bullshit out there, because that's what it was, bullshit. Like I said, we need more love in this world, and you're going to go and challenge people to fights that just because you see them on an interview? Somebody should challenge your punk ass to a fight. Or not, because we need more love in this world. No fighting. Fuck that shit. Alright. Unfortunately, love isn't everywhere. And shit happens. Once again, that's my transition. Shit happens. Love is not everywhere. Once upon a time there was love, but now there isn't. And that is what I'm talking about in this next story about Robert DeNiro and his soon-to-be ex-wife. DeNiro and soon-to-be ex-wife Grace Hightower are in court trying to figure out terms of divorce. They were originally married in 1997 and then divorced in 1999. They were divorced in 1999. I'm just saying that. But they ended up getting back together and married again in 2004. This time there was a prenup. Let me give a round of applause for prenups. Prenups, no matter how much money you got, no matter what, you think you're in love, you know you're in love, a prenup is always a good idea. Because just in case something does happen, you have shit already written out. It's like nobody ever gets into their car thinking they're going to get into a crash. But just in case there is one, you have insurance, right? As a matter of fact, insurance is mandatory if you're going to drive in a car. So why isn't a prenup mandatory when you get into marriage? I don't know. But anyways, it avoids more bullshit. So you think. So when they got back together in 2004, they got a prenup, and the prenup states that his wife, let me show it. This is Grace Hightower. Yes, she is a black lady. Robert DeNiro was married to a black lady. She is entitled to a $6 million apartment, $500,000 in cash, and $1 million alimony a year. That sounds like more than a motherfucking enough. That sounds like more, like, all right, $6 million apartment, $500,000 cash, $1 million a year. You good. You good. She like, nah, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. Robert De Niro is worth $500 million. I want half of it. That's pretty much what she's saying. She went into court saying Robert De Niro is worth over $500 million, and she thinks she deserves half of that amount because she's trying to say that in the prenup she was entitled to half of what Robert De Niro made during the second marriage. Which I don't understand that bullshit logic whatsoever. Just because I make something doesn't mean it's half of it goes to you. You didn't make that shit. That's fucking bullshit. By the way, I didn't know this. De Niro is part owner of Nobu Sushi Chain. Did you know that? I did not. But anyways, Hightower's lawyer prenup states she is entitled to half of what De Niro makes since the remarriage, which is $300 million via 35 businesses and 38 movies. So Robert De Niro is doing smart things with the money that he makes, investing in different businesses, making that money. And since 2004, he's been in 38 movies. Dude, you doing work. You doing a lot of work. You doing a lot of work. You doing a lot of moves. As you can hear, I said you doing that work. You doing the moves. She ain't doing shit, but just trying to take half of that. That's bullshit. That's what I think. That's what I think. But love is a motherfucker, ain't it? Love is a motherfucker. When you find love, love is a good thing. And when you find people trying to take your money, leave them be, motherfuckers. That's what I think. That's just what I think. But if it ain't your money, don't take it. Like I was trying to tell Grace Hightower. And somebody should have told Chad Focus. Who the fuck is Chad Focus? That's what everybody say. Who the fuck is a Chad Focus? Well, a Baltimore rapper named Chad Focus is accused of spending $4.1 million on a company credit card to boost his music career. Let me tell you what the story is. So this dude, we'll just say this dude is similar to myself. I got a decent job. I got a job that I go see clients. Went to Torrey Pines, took clients. I don't have a company credit card with this company, but some companies, instead of you charging stuff on your own credit card and they reimburse you, they just give you a company card. Well, this guy whose real name is Chad Arrington, age 31, in the Baltimore area, he had it must have been a decent job because they gave him a company credit card. And what the fuck he do? He ended up spending $4.1 million on his company credit card to boost his music career. The money was used to inflate music play numbers. So he would hire this company to go on the internet and bump up his numbers so it make it look like he's popping on the music that he made. He also used the credit card to buy sound equipment, studio kits, instruments, and other music technology, like probably like programs and shit to make beats and like make it stuff like that. Another fucking thing that he fucking bought was billboards that said "Chad, focus" on the motherfucker. Billboards, not just one billboard, boards. Because when I was trying to find the picture for, oh yeah, pictures. I keep forgetting about pictures. All right, this is the motherfucker right here. When I was trying to find the billboard for the main one that he did, which was in the middle of Times fucking Square, a billboard in the middle of Times Square. Do you know how much that shit would cost? A billboard in Times Square? So he not only had a billboard in Times Square, he had other billboards. So $4.1 million he racked up on his company's card. He also spent $1.5 million with he racked up $1.5 million of fraudulent purchases at businesses owned by unnamed accomplices. That's like friends, other shady motherfuckers who want to get a piece of that money. He would go and make fake purchases. The people on the other end would, charge the card, but then give them back some of the fucking cash. So he got like hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash from doing shady ass shit like that. This is real life hustle bullshit. Well, and he was doing this from 2015 to 2018, and money like that is federal. Yeah, the feds got up to this motherfucker. Yeah, he's federally indicted, and he's charged with wire fraud, conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and aggravated identity theft. This mug is going down, dude. He faces a mandatory minimum of 2 years for each of the 4 aggravated identity theft charges. And like I said, he faces a mandatory minimum of 2 years for each of the 4 aggravated identity theft charges. That's a mandatory of 8 years right there. And like I said, aggravated identity theft. I didn't say how much you're going to get for the other shit. I didn't say that. We don't know. That's federal shit. It's going to be like the foo-foo jail. But then again, this is Chad Focus. He black. They might not just put him in the foo-foo jail. They might throw the book at him, put him with the hardcore hustlers and shit. Dude. It's crazy out there, motherfucker. Everybody trying to be popping. Everybody want to be fucking famous and all that stuff and go to great lengths to do so, thinking, how would you think you wasn't going to get caught? $4.1 million, dude? That people is crazy. It is a mad world out there. And this is A Mad Week with George I. Cortright. What up, everybody? I'm back. Glad you're here. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it. Well, let's get on. Oh shit, it's already. I thought it was gonna be a shorter show, but I guess I got time. I want to say, rest in peace to Bushwick Bill. This is Bushwick Bill. He was one of the rappers in the rap group Ghetto Boys. He died on June 9th. That was Sunday. He was 52 and he was battling pancreatic cancer. He died in Colorado from stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I didn't know this. I did not know that he was originally born in Kingston, Jamaica. Did not know that. Did not know that. His real name was Richard Stephen Shaw. I didn't. Why did you change your name to Bushwick Bill if your name was Richard? Do you know how creative you could have got with the name Dick? Because that's what they shorten up Richards to Dicks. Don't know the reason why people named Richard go by Dick sometimes, but he went by Bushwick Bill. At one point, which I never knew, but I found out through my research, he changed his stage name to Dr. Wolfgang von Bushwicken, the Barbarian Motherfunk Stay High Dollar Billster. You want me to say it again? I will. Dr. Wolfgang von Bushwicken, the Barbarian Motherfunk Stay High Dollar Billster. That's what he changed his name to. But he passed away Sunday. Ghetto Boys were a controversial group in the early 90s, started in like the late 80s, early 90s. In 1991, he was allegedly shot in the eye after a fight with his girlfriend. And where's the fucking... here it is. And they actually used this shot of him in the hospital or going to the hospital as one of their album covers for the CD. So, once again, rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. Well, to stick with the Ghetto Boys thing, Scarface, as seen on the album cover as well, Scarface is putting down his rapping and is actually running for city council in the city of Houston. He is age 48. His real name is Brad Jordan. He said he is going to try politics because he did not want to be a 75-year-old rapper. Ghetto Boys were based out of Houston, and he's trying to make some changes in Houston, so he's running for council. And it's cool to see, former rappers do something successful and do something positive and show the youth that there's more than just entertainment, sports, acting, rapping out there that you can do. You can strive to be something else, strive to be something positive in this world besides some of that stuff. On the other bad side, death. We're talking about death and rappers. Death when it comes to rappers. Not death to a rapper, but T.I.'s sister passed away at age 66. And yes, this is an old story because she passed away in February. T.I.'s sister, Precious Harris, died on February 12th in a car crash in Atlanta. Well, why am I bringing up old news? Is because the new news is what happened after. Well, at that time that she got into the car crash, it was stated that an asthma attack caused the accident. So she had an asthma attack, ran off the street, hit something, died. Well, recently, TMZ decided to share the findings of the toxicology of the autopsy from T.I.'s sister's death and made it public to everybody. Like I said, at the time of the death, they said asthma attack caused the accident. Well, the TMZ stated that the true findings of the autopsy when they were released and posted, the cause of death was due to cocaine use, which triggered irregular heart beating, and cocaine was still in her system at the time of the autopsy. At the time of the autopsy, at the time of the crash, she had cocaine in her system. Well, T.I. was pissed. T.I. was pissed that went on social media and trashed TMZ. Eventually, TMZ wrote an apology. It was like, hey, what you ain't had to put my sister's business out in the air. You know, she was beloved by her community, beloved by a lot of people. A lot of people looked up to her because she gave back, she helped out. You know, T.I.'s sister obviously loves her. He's rich as fuck, giving her money to help out, and she was giving her time, effort, and doing charitable work for the community around her. She was doing well. You ain't need to put out that she was doing cocaine and that was part of the crash. That ain't nobody's business. That's T.I.'s point. And I feel you. It wouldn't need to have anybody talk bad, especially she passed. What was the need? There was no need for that. There was no controversy around it. So why was that needed? So TMZ eventually put out an apology saying that what they did was wrong and all that shit. But damage is done, man. Damage is done. Bullshit. Oh, let's go back to what I said was some more bullshit. David Ortiz got shot in Dominican Republic, but that ain't the only shit that's going down in Dominican Republic right now. The Dominican Republic is just hell. 6 American tourists have died in recent months at resorts in the Dominican Republic. And 6 deaths since the summer of 2018. There was a man that became ill after drinking a scotch from the mini bar at the Hard Rock down in the Dominican Republic. This happened in April 2019. A black couple from Maryland died at the Grand Bahia. I think it's Bahia, from respiratory failure. This happened May 30th. Pennsylvania lady died June of last year. A bride-to-be at the Bahia. The bride-to-be took a drink from the minibar, took a shower, and was like, hey, I'm going to go to bed. She never woke up. This was at the Bahia. A man on a wedding anniversary at the Hard Rock had a heart attack after making himself a drink. This was in July 2018. And another Pennsylvania lady, just recently, May 25th of this year, at the Bahia, died after mixing a drink from the minibar. There's something about the Bahia and the Hard Rock where if you're making drinks or just being at that fucking place, you might die. So honestly, I've been to the Dominican Republic already. Ain't no reason to go back until there ain't no until. Ain't no reason to fucking go back because there's some bullshit going on and ain't no reason to go there. I know in recent years they were talking about how going to some of these resorts in Mexico or in the Caribbean that the owners of these places would tell the staff to use alternatives instead of actual alcohol, drinking alcohol, some of which was like rubbing alcohol. They mix it, like instead of having vodka, it'll actually be rubbing alcohol because it's cheaper. I heard of another story where a lady says she opened up a bottle out of the mini bar, and after she drank it, she realized that it was Clorox, it was bleach, and she had internal problems because of that shit. Fortunately, she was one of the ones that survived. Shit going down in Dominican Republic is ridiculous right now, man. It's fucking crazy. It really ain't funny. It's fucking ridiculous. But still gotta go and have vacation somewhere, so find some place other than the Dominican Republic where you want to go vacation. Well, some people like going on cruises, like me, myself. I'm going on a cruise soon, and I am going to be on the Norwegian Epic ship. Is going to go out of Barcelona, is going to go to Italy, going to go to France, and it's going to go to Spain and back to Barcelona. Well, this past weekend, a woman went overboard from the Norwegian Epic cruise ship in the Mediterranean Sea. You just heard me, right? I said I'm going to be on the Norwegian Epic. I'm going to be on this cruise. And this past weekend, some lady went overboard. Well, they were traveling from France to Spain when a lady went overboard. She was 63 years old, some 63-year-old Korean woman. And after she went over, it took them 2 hours to be able to turn the boat around and go back to where she supposedly went overboard. They were around the area for 4 hours. She was never found. And then the boat just went back to Barcelona. It skipped its last port, which was an island in Spain, off the coast of Spain. And they skipped that stop and went on back to Barcelona. The crew staff called the authorities, and there was a search party out, but the lady was never found. She went overboard, never found. A mad week. And like I said, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you again. I ain't going overboard. I'm going to stay my black ass away from the fucking side of the boat. I know how not to fall over boats. This is going to be my 6th cruise. I'm not going over the fucking side of the boat, just so y'all know. Some more. I got a couple more stories for you. Then we'll wrap it up. It's regular time. Then I'm going to cut a little bit out of it. It's regular time. Well, to all you fucking dog lovers out there, and especially a certain someone who's like, oh, you can't get a disease from a dog. You know, I had people who's like, oh, if you see a dog, pick it up, take it to the shelter and all that stuff. I'm not fucking with loose, stray-ass dogs. I don't know what they got. They're going to give me the goddamn heebie-jeebies and all that shit. Oh, you can't catch nothing from a dog. They don't transmit. You can't catch what a dog has, except rabies. I know rabies. Everybody knows you can get rabies from a goddamn dog. But anyways, doctors in Iowa, where I'm from, confirmed that there is a disease in dogs that can be passed to humans. See, I told you. Don't be fucking around with dogs you don't know. You get something. Not just the heebie-jeebies. You get dog cooties. Well, it ain't just dog cooties. The disease is canine brucellosis. Several cases coming from a commercial small dog breeding facility in Marion County, Iowa, not too far from where I grew up. The disease is spread through reproductive fluids. When I first saw that, I stopped, just like I did right here. Reproductive fluids? What? Why you around dog reproductive fluids? What the fuck are you doing to these dogs? And then I kept reading on, and then, like I said, the disease. They found the disease in breeding facilities. So it actually, the fluids that they were talking about were the birthing fluids. So when a dog gives birth, and all the nastiness that comes along with birthing, other things, nastiness. That fluid, if got into a human, could transfer some kind of disease, this canine brucellosis, and cause problems. From one dog to another, the problems that this brucellosis can cause is infertility in dogs, spontaneous abortions in dogs, and stillbirths in dogs. To humans are just get a fever, they get sweats, they get headache, joint pain, and weakness. Nonetheless, you still can catch something from dirty dogs. So I ain't fucking with dirty dogs. So for those people who are like, oh, dogs are harmless. No, you can catch something. Like I said, all right, if somebody got a clean dog, mess around with them. But you ain't supposed to fuck around with all dogs. Watch yourself. Wash your hands. It says wash your hands. If you think you might be dealing with a dirty dog, wash your hands. Nah, just don't fuck around with dirty dogs. That's what you do. All right. Speaking of bodily fluids, this was an old one. This is a old one because this is about school, and school is out for most kids right now. But anyways, this happened back in May. Kids at a middle school in Powell, Ohio, allegedly put bodily fluids in crepe and served them to teachers during a cooking competition at school. So these kids made crepes. There was a class, probably home ec class. Hey, who got the best crepes or whatever? All right, these teachers are gonna be the judge. You make the crepe. We have to taste the crepe, see who's the best. Well, some of the kids decided to use urine and semen when making these crepe. And what they did was they decided they wanted to video them doing this to these teachers. Well, of course, the video got in the wrong hands, and eventually it got to the cops. So the students involved could face a felony charge of assault, but that's just some nastiness. And as of this time, even when I did my research, there had been no arrests. But that's some nasty ass shit. These little bastards put jizz in some fucking food and served them to teachers. That's some nasty ass shit. Just wrong. Throw them in jail. Punish them. I also want to just touch on a little situation. A lot of laws have been changed across the country when it comes to abortion, and I just want to put my 2 cents in real quick. I think it's bullshit that women's rights to their body are being stripped away by political entities, whether it's the state or federal laws. Mostly it's the state. Different states such as Alabama, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and Ohio have created these abortion bans with no rape or incest exceptions. And there's other states like Georgia, Arkansas, Kentucky, and North Dakota who also have restrictions. I think it's bullshit. There's people out there who get in situations, and no, I don't think abortion should be a form of contraception, a form of we did something wrong, so now let's get it aborted or whatever. I don't think abortion should be a form of contraception, but it is a way to not have overpopulation. We already have a problem with that in the United States, and it's a way for people to actually correct some of the accidents that they do have. It shouldn't be a known form of contraception, but it does help people out in certain situations, especially those who have been in rape situations or incest situations. It's bullshit that states are taking that opportunity, that decision away from women themselves. I think that's bullshit, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I did some research on it, and it pissed me off when I was reading some of this shit that they were talking about. It's just fucking upsetting. Just taking away people's rights, man. You're trying to tell other people what they need to do, and then after they fucking say, oh, you can't abort the child, they're not giving any help for people who need help assisting these children. All right, like I said, I'm done with that. It's a mad week. I am George I. Cortright, and I said What else have I been doing in this hiatus? I have been watching movies, and I just want to go through the movies that I went out and watched. Also, I did watch the Of Mics and Men, the Wu-Tang documentary. You know me, I don't like documentaries, but I stopped my documentary ban with this Wu-Tang documentary, Of Mics and Men. It was pretty good. I wanted more detail. It was a 4-part series. I wanted more. I wanted more details, but they gave a lot of shit that not too many people knew. I appreciated it. I would recommend it. It's on Showtime. Go check it out. Well, some of the movies that I did watch were The Intruder. This was with Megan Good and the light-skinned dude. I forgot Michael Ealy. This was a pretty good horror-type movie. I thought it was pretty fucking good. I thought it was pretty good. Let's see. It had its scary moments in it, so I absolutely appreciated that. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Next, I saw Long Shots. This was with Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen. I think that's his name. But anyways, this is about Charlize Theron was trying to go for president, and she was hooking up with Seth Rogen. It was actually pretty funny. It's a comedy. It's a rom-com. It's a rom-com. It was pretty damn good. So I was on a roll. So Intruder, Long Shot. So I was on a roll seeing good movies. And then I saw Detective Pikachu. All right. I know why. Wifey loves some Ryan Reynolds. So Ryan Reynolds is the voice of Pikachu. And so we had to watch this bullshit. If you have kids and whatnot, go check it out. But it really wasn't something that was worth my time. Fell asleep on part of it. I really don't plan on catching up on the part that I fell asleep on. The next one was Tolkien. Once again, this was definitely a wifey's choice. This wasn't shit. This is about the Tolkien dude that wrote the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. It's about how he came to be and how his creativity came about and all that stuff. But it was lame as fuck. Another sleeper. Yes, another sleeper. So fuck Tolkien. I'd say, I watch movies because I want to have my own opinion on it. So you go watch it, have your own opinion on it. Most likely you're gonna have the same opinion that I have. And then we get back. John Wick 3. This was a fucking great movie. Fucking loved it. Oh my God, if you like guns, if you like action, John Wick. Wife and I had never seen any of the John Wick, so prior to going to see John Wick 3, we decided to watch for John Wick 1 and John Wick 2. Oh man. I was so excited to go to the theater to watch the third one. It was ridiculous. It was just a lot of shooting, this was cool. I liked it a lot. I am a fan. The next thing we went to see, oh come on now, is Aladdin. Now, the first 20 minutes was pretty fucking lame. I ain't even gonna lie. It was slow. It was Will Smith was singing. It's just like serious. It was serious. But then when the genie actually popped up and took off, just to see how they were able to take what they did in the cartoon to what they did in the real life movie, I liked it a lot. That one they end up doing well. Next, oh my goodness, Brightburn. Out of all these movies, this was very, very fucking exciting. This is the one where it was pretty much if Superman were bad, and the whole like Superman origin story about how he came in as an alien and some family picked him up and took care of him. What if that alien they picked up turned out to be a bad little motherfucker? Well, this movie shows you what possibly could have happened. So I absolutely love that movie. And the possibilities of what's going to happen in that world, man, I'm excited. A new excitement. I compared it to similar to the M. Night Shyamalan little series. So I think that was nice. And then, of course, everything isn't all candy and puppy dogs. I had to watch a movie. Well, I thought it was going to be good. I absolutely thought this was going to be good, but it wasn't. It turned out to be a motherfucking musical. This is Rocket Man. You know, I don't mind the whole story of Elton John. Like, when if they didn't make it into like a musical, it would have been great. Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh shit. I think I might have already talked about that. That was a great movie. It had music in it. It talked about the music, but it wasn't a musical. This shit was a musical. I really didn't like the direction they decided to go on this one. And next. Shit, I keep doing this. All right, and next. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I was a little disappointed. Yeah, there was monsters, blah. It was just like shit. I thought it was going to be better than what it was, but it is what it is. I just thought it was going to be better. It was all right, but I was hoping for better. And then where are you at? Where are you at? There we go. No shit. There we go. Ma. This was surprising. All the trailers that you've seen are a little misleading. They're a little misleading. So you already had in your mind what it was about, but it turned out to be a little bit different than what you thought. So I like the direction that they went into to that. It had a little bit of scary, jumper parts. Wifey was like, and all that shit. So I definitely appreciate that. That one's definitely something you should check out. Ma, especially if you like thriller type movies. Definitely go check out Ma. Then we went and saw Dark Phoenix. Since they rebooted the X-Men series, the next, like the new shit, not the old X-Men's with Logan and Wolverine, where Hugh Jackman was Wolverine, Halle Berry was Storm. The new shit, the young people, I haven't really been a fan of any of these movies, and that one pretty much was on the same line. I had to watch it because I've seen them all, and I like Marvel shit. I like X-Men. It was all right. It had some good action in it. I ain't gonna lie, it had some good action in it. But overall, it's like, all right. It was okay. It was okay. And the last movie that we seen the other day, as a matter of fact, that was Secret Life of Pets. I've talked to other people about this movie, and they said their children loved it. Me, I liked the amount of Kevin Hart in it. He was fucking hilarious. His character was hilarious. But overall, I fell a fucking sleep on it. I fell a motherfucking sleep on Secret Life of Pets. But it is something I was like, all right, I want to see what happens in the part that I slept. But overall, it was just all right. So that has been a mad week. Thank you guys for coming in, seeing me, and just being back. Hopefully the sound and everything worked well. I'm gonna have to edit some of this shit and make it a little bit more taut. But I'm glad to be back. Next time we're gonna have a guest, and next time we're gonna be popping. Let's do this. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is A Mad Week with George I. Cortright. But before I leave you, I want to show you something. This is A Mad Week. Ooh, shirt. Oh shit. Oh shit. A Mad Week shirts. Oh shit. Do you want one? This is A Mad Week with George I. Cortright. Peace. I'm out.